Today, we're unpacking an absolutely fascinating shift. Our goal here is to demystify something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short, and show you exactly how it's transforming AI from just a passive copywriter into a fully autonomous social media manager. We'll be looking at this specifically through the lens of a platform called RobinReach. Let's get right into it. So let me ask you a question, and be totally honest here. Are you currently treating your highly advanced AI like a simple entry-level copywriter? You know, it's a super relatable frustration. You fire up this incredibly powerful AI, and you use it to draft up some brilliant content. It thinks through the strategy, it absolutely nails the tone. But then what? What happens? Well, you're still the one doing all the manual tab switching. You're opening LinkedIn, copying, pasting, formatting, uploading the image, and finally hitting publish. You're basically caught in the endless social media grind. You are still the middleman, doing all the operational grunt work. Think about it. We've somehow created this bizarre dynamic where the AI handles all the high-level cognition, the actual thinking, but the human is stuck doing the robotic tasks. You're the one formatting posts, stressing over character limits, and copying and pasting across a dozen platforms. It's literally backward. Okay, let's dive into the breakthrough that actually solves this. There is a monumental technological shift happening right now that fundamentally changes the scope of what we can delegate to our machines. It's called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. At its core, it's an open standard. Basically, it's a layer that lets AI models reach outside of their isolated little chat windows and actually act in the real world. Think of it this way. If the AI is the brain that thinks about your content, MCP finally gives that brain a set of hands to actually execute the work. To really get why this is such a game changer, you have to compare it to traditional automation. Tools like Zapier or Make. With those, you have to build the exact flow up front. It's super rigid, it only executes exactly what you pre-programmed, and if it hits an unexpected edge case, it completely breaks. On the flip side, look at an AI like Claude combined with MCP. Here, you don't build a flow, you simply describe an outcome. This is what we call agentic automation. The AI uses fluid contextual judgment calls to figure out the steps itself, reasoning through totally novel situations on the fly. Which brings us to the ultimate application of this tech. Enter RobinReach. RobinReach is a platform built entirely on this paradigm shift. It utilizes MCP to manage your entire social media presence with zero manual babysitting. And the workflow? It's elegantly simple. 1, you ask. 2, Robin plans. 3, it ships. That's it. You just give your AI one plain English prompt, like, hey, plan a week of content for our summer launch. The AI calls Robin, checks your specific platform limits, drafts the tailored copy, picks an image, and handles the entire execution process. Validated, scheduled, and confirmed. Zero coding required. Let's run through some numbers to show the sheer scale of what this means. 10. That is the number of platforms RobinReach covers. We're talking LinkedIn, X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, Threads, Blue Sky, and even Telegram. You brief your AI exactly once, and it automatically rewrites your idea so it's perfectly native to each platform. You get punchy copy for X, a highly professional tone for LinkedIn, and visually driven formatting for Instagram. 0. That's exactly how many design tools you're going to need to open. Seriously, none. RobinReach either generates custom images using its own AI, or it pulls gorgeous royalty-free photos directly from Unsplash. Then it attaches them right to your drafts automatically. And 40 plus. That's the number of pre-flight validation checks the platform runs automatically in the background. This is absolutely crucial because it ensures your posts never ever break platform rules. No accidentally drafting a 281-character tweet, no missing media on Instagram. It ensures you are 100% platform safe before anything goes live. And getting this set up, connecting RobinReach to the AI you already use takes literally under a minute via one single endpoint. You can plug it into Claude, use native connectors for ChatGPT, use a terminal CLI if you're in a coding environment, or even build your own custom agent using the OpenAI APIs. It's the exact same URL and the same key for every single client. All right, moving from theory to practice, let's look at 5 agentic workflows so you can see this in action. Workflow number 1 is what we call the daily thought leadership engine. Look at this exact prompt. Every weekday morning, check the top news in my industry, draft a LinkedIn post, schedule it for 8 a.m. if it's strong. Now, what's really interesting here is what happens behind the scenes. The AI is autonomously out there reading the news, evaluating what's actually relevant, and writing up a take in your specific voice. And critically,
It makes a judgment call on quality. It decides if the post is a home run that should be published right away, or if it's just okay and should be held for your review. It's literally handling your entire morning routine while you're still drinking your coffee.
Moving on to Workflow 2, the content repurposing machine. The input is incredibly simple. You just say, here's a blog post, create a full week of social content from it, spread them across the week, no repetition.
Think about it. An operational task that used to eat up, 90 minutes of your day? Now it takes just one quick conversation. The AI reads your piece, extracts totally distinct angles, writes completely different platform-native content for each network, and schedules the entire week out for you.
Workflow 3 is the performance-aware content planner. You give it a prompt like, pull my last 30 days of LinkedIn analytics, draft next week's content calendar based on what the data suggests. The kicker here, it's using your exact data. It's autonomously reading your actual past performance, identifying your specific format and topic patterns, and generating a custom plan. It's not just scraping generic best practices off some marketing blog. It's building a strategy based entirely on your unique data and how your audience actually behaves.
Workflow 4 tackles a massive heavy lift, the product launch campaign. You provide a core positioning document and simply say, we're launching a product, here's the positioning doc, plan and write a 3-week pre-launch content campaign.
And this brilliantly illustrates the paradigm shift we're talking about today. It plans the entire narrative arc, writes 15 to 20 escalating posts, and schedules the whole rollout across all your channels. What would normally take a marketing team 2 full days to conceptualize, write, and map out is accomplished in one single chat session. It's wild.
So, the big takeaway here? Stop posting and start delegating. But listen, to actually get these incredible results, you have to shift your mindset. You've got to give your AI precise instructions. You need what's called advanced brand context. Don't just give it a lazy prompt like be professional. Give it real voice and tone examples. Literally paste in past posts you love. Define your content pillars. Set hard rules like no jargon or never use more than one emoji. And define your audience with hyper-specificity. Remember, vague briefs produce vague posts. Precise briefs, those unlock full autonomy. Now, if you're wondering how the logistics actually work, the source material lays out the pricing tiers pretty clearly. RobinReach seamlessly includes this AI access right inside their core paid tiers. The Bloom plan includes AI access with your full plan limits, AI image generation, and importantly, no per-call fees. Then there's the Thrive plan, which includes everything in Bloom, but you get higher AI quotas and the ability to instantly switch between multiple brands right inside your chat window. Which brings us right back to our big final thought for this explainer. Are you still an AI middleman? Because the technology now exists for your AI to not just think, but to actually act. It can plan, write, validate, and publish without you ever opening another tab. So I'll leave you with this challenge. Is it finally time to stop the copy-paste grind and just hand the keys over to your AI? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.